New review video. Surprised? Me too! I have been upgrading my current workspace and I was just about done setting it up. I got a new PC, technically not a new PC. I got a nice new main monitor and I decided that I'll upgrade my drawing tablet whenever my old one dies. My old tablet is a Wacom from 2015, which makes it 8 years old. I've used my first Wacom tablet for 8 years too, by the way. The buttons on this one crapped out after 4 years of everyday use, and by now it's scratched up like crazy. I thought I'd mention my old drawing tablet because this will be my main basis of comparison going forward. I've never used anything but Wacom tablets, which are generally considered as top tier in drawing displays, and they're priced like that too. I spent the last few years trying to build myself a more ergonomic workspace, and I got this big metal laptop riser for the tablet, but because of this, I had to put my new display on these homemade wooden stilts to fit on my desk properly. This is how I've been working for the last few months when XPPen contacted me and offered to send out their new drawing tablet for me to review. Like I said, I've only ever had Wacom tablets, but I've been actually looking at other brands to switch to in the future. I was thinking of eventually getting a larger drawing display, but I mean, I'm not a studio, I can't afford that kind of stuff. So yeah, I was really excited to try XPPen's product. They sent me the XPPen Artist 22 Plus, which is a 22-inch massive drawing display.
Big. Úristen, very big.
The box includes the monitor with the stand already attached to it, the stylus with 10 extra nibs and the nib remover tool, an artist glove, thank god because my old one was so nasty by now, a cleaning cloth, a pen clip, paperwork, and all the necessary cables for the tablet. Now as far as cables go, you get the power cable with the adapter, and for data you have two options. You can either use the USB-C to USB-C cable, and this is probably what most Mac users will find useful, or you might use the USB cable with the HDMI cable together, which is what I'm doing. You also get this plastic cover for the back of the tablet, but mine popped off and we just couldn't comfortably jam all the cords under it, so I never put it back. I think it's just an aesthetic thing anyway, and you know how serious I am about aesthetics. The Artist 22 Plus also has an audio jack in the back, which is what I'm using right now because it's the closest thing, and my headphones cable is short. So this tablet comes with its stand already attached, but you can remove it if you wanted to mount the display on a vase mount instead. I was originally going to do this in the long run, but I really like the stand the Artist 22 Plus came with, so I'm sticking with this for now. I think most of the weight of the tablet comes from it because it's made of this nice powder-coated metal. The tablet has rubber feet on the front and these little rollers on the back of the stand, so when you adjust the angle, it moves easily. I think I'm kind of heavy-handed, but the tablet has not moved since I set it up. I hope XPPen put this on every one of their larger displays. It has such a wide range of angles that you're bound to find one that's comfortable. And when it comes to budget, the Wacom stand costs somewhere around $400 just for the stand, and this one is built in for free. I know the Wacom one tilts and does fancy stuff like that, but come on! The Artist 22 Plus does not come with a pen sleeve or stand, but it does come with this clip that you pop in on top of the tablet, and that gives you easy access to the stylus. Honestly, so convenient. I used to always bump into my old stylus and it would roll away somewhere. And this is just such a good solution for people like me who live in clutter. Yeah, I cleaned up my desk for this video. You thought this was normal for me? Let's talk about the stylus a little bit because this was one of my main points of interest when I was looking for alternatives for switching brands. For a long time, it was almost impossible to find non-Wacom tablets with a stylus that wasn't either battery powered or rechargeable, or requiring a Bluetooth key fob of its own. But this stylus doesn't need anything, it just works, just like the Wacom ones. It has a replaceable nib, 2 programmable buttons on the side, and XPPen just recently released one that has a scroller on it too. What? And an eraser on the other end that frankly I don't ever use. Both the stylus and the tablet feel really nice quality. The bottom part of the stylus has a rubbery covering, and it's got a nice weight towards the nib. Something special about it is that apparently it's capable of 16,000 levels of pressure sensitivity. Most other styluses go up to 8K at max. My old one only recognized like 4,000. This is on a personal note, but as nice as this stylus is, I personally like the slimmer pencil-shaped ones. I had one of those bought separately for my old tablet, and XPPen offers a slimmer stylus too, so I bought one of those. And that was stupid of me, because this pen does not seem to work with the Artist 22 Plus, only the 2nd Gen Artist series. This one came in a sleek case and it was so nice to hold. I'm really bummed out that I couldn't use it. I hope they release a slimmer pen option for the Artist 22 Plus in the future for all of us who prefer the less thick ones. Let's look a bit more at the Artist 22 Plus drawing display itself. On top of the tablet, there are 3 buttons for turning it on and off and adjusting the brightness. On the bottom of the screen, there's a beveled edge that XPPen calls a wrist rest. Horrible pair of words to attempt to say out loud, by the way. I'm not doing that again. I don't really know if this edge works as that, since I never used the tablet lying completely flat, but the bevel is definitely a good idea appearance-wise. I think it's a good modern look. The display itself is about 19 by 10 inches wide, and it's a laminated screen, so there's basically no parallaxing. This means that there's virtually no distance between the tip of your pen and your cursor. This was another one of those important things that I was looking out for in the new tablet. It had to have a laminated screen. The Artist 22 Plus comes with a matte, paper-like textured foil already applied to the screen, so I guess I don't have to worry about destroying it with my heavy-handedness. I'm not too excited about the future when I'll have to apply a new foil on a 22-inch screen, because I will definitely not be able to do it without leaving bubbles, but that's a problem for future me. I buy a matte texture film for everything anyway. I have a matte screen protector on my phone, matte screen protector on my watch, matte screen protector on my dog. After plugging everything in, I installed the driver. Now, an important thing to keep in mind for Windows users anyway is that the XPPen driver will not register pressure sensitivity if Windows Ink is turned off. Windows Ink also has this annoying white ring that pops up if you hold the tip of your pen down, which can be very disrupting while you're trying to draw. It's not difficult to disable it though, and I found a solution in the matter of minutes. I'll leave the link in the description to the blog post where it's explained how to turn that white ring off so you don't have this problem either. The driver is easy to handle, it's modern looking, and it has not crashed since I started using the Artist 22 Plus in early November. I got it a week or 2 before it became available online. This is where you calibrate your screen, change color profiles, set up hotkeys for your stylus, and fiddle with pressure sensitivity. You can have different settings for different apps, which of course I use too, pretty much all standard stuff for drawing display software. The Artist 22 Plus comes with 3 built-in color profiles, sRGB, Adobe RGB, and DCI-P3. I'll let you Google the more technical details about these, but if we're talking in broad terms, sRGB is the profile generally used everywhere on the web and in digital art, and most monitors aren't even capable of displaying the other ones properly anyway. While DCI-P3 is used in digital movie projection in the film industry, and Adobe RGB is great for photo editing and printing. This tablet has 99% sRGB and 91% Adobe RGB color gamut coverage ratio, which means it can display most of the diverse colors, shades, and tones of these color spaces. The max resolution of the screen is 1920 by 1080, which doesn't look bad, but it really is the only thing I dislike about this tablet, and from reading the comments on social media, I'm not alone in this. I would have loved a 4K display, but I understand that this is why XPPen can afford to sell a drawing display this big and this nice for a very appealing price of about $470. That's cheap for this. As you can tell, the Artist 22 Plus does not have any programmable buttons built into the tablet itself, and it doesn't come with a wireless remote like their premium line of tablets do, the 2nd Gen Artist Pro line. Considering my experience with my old Wacom tablet, I think it's a good idea to drift away from built-in shortcut buttons anyway, because once they die, they just take up space on your tablet, whereas if your remote stops working, you can just get a separate remote anytime. My workflow relies heavily on the use of shortcuts, and I've been eyeing XPPen's wireless shortcut remote before, so I decided to buy one for a little under $50. There's no way I will drag my hand across 22 inches of surface every time I need a button pressed. Nah, we don't do that here. And XPPen probably expects this because they do offer for you to buy the remote with the tablet when you go to the store page. I think it makes sense. Some of their customers might have a remote already from before. So I just wanted to point out that I have been using this remote. It did not come with the Artist 22 Plus tablet. I bought it separately because I wanted to, but I will say I love this thing so far. I just wanted to mention it for anyone looking for a shortcut remote. Drawing on the Artist 22 Plus feels nice. It's on par with my experience with my old Wacom tablet. Perhaps the brush is just a smidge slow to react, but I'm talking tiny milliseconds. I don't feel like I have to change anything about the way I move my hand or how I apply pressure to get the same results I've been getting before, so I don't think this matters much. I've done the usual stippling and ruler tests that people often do with the new tablets, and I couldn't find a fault. I'm loving the paper-like texture of the screen protector, and I'm very happy with the colors too. I've tried the Artist 22 Plus and the XPPen remote with Photoshop, Blender, Toon Boom Harmony, After Effects, and Premiere Pro. Especially with the more cramped applications, I love that I can use this huge screen as a third display when it comes to editing or modeling. I can't believe I used to do this on a 13-inch screen. This is so much more convenient. As a last thought, I gotta say, it's nice to finally have alternatives as a digital artist without compromising much on quality and functionality. It's nice as a consumer to be able to have affordable options without huge sacrifices. I don't know if the XPPen Artist 22 Plus will survive for 8 years like my previous 2 Wacom tablets have, but even if it doesn't, it is still better quality than my old tablet with way nicer features, and it still costs $350 less than my previous one did 8 years ago. The Wacom equivalent of this tablet costs more than $800 more than this XPPen one. Like, on top of this, it's mind-boggling to me that you can just go and get a giant laminated screen, built-in adjustable stand, no battery, no recharge stylus drawing display for under $500. I know things might look dire for digital artists right now, but come on, this is great for us. It is time to make digital art. XPPen actually has a Christmas celebration campaign running right now, so if you're interested in winning one of their tablets or you just want to send holiday messages to your friends, I encourage you to check out their events. I'll link to these in the description too. First off, there's a lucky draw where you can submit a Christmas wish for a chance to win a tablet in a couple different rounds. Then there's the free Christmas card generator that uses their little fox mascot. There's also a Christmas gift design challenge where you can share ideas on what you'd really enjoy as a gift, and also it's for a chance to win prizes. In case you are looking to buy a tablet, XPPen has a Christmas sale going on right now with up to 40% off some of their tablets. I also have a 5% off code for you, which is Galoo5. You can use this in XPPen's official store. I would like to sincerely thank XPPen for this collaboration. It's like they read my mind about wanting to try out a different brand and a larger tablet, so I really appreciate the opportunity. I will keep using the Artist 22 Plus, of course, but if they drop an equivalent with 4K resolution, I'm going for that. Thanks everyone for watching. Hopefully you found this video helpful.